Thanks for joining us on National Focus. I'm Shaakira Pierre. Coming up, Prime Minister Skerrit continues to promote CBI, British Royal Navy ship visits Dominica, and Customs Division to upgrade software. Stay with us for details of these and other stories after this.
Think water, think life. Water refreshes, restores, cleans, and enhances growth. Potable water is a benchmark for development. DOWASCO is serious about its mandate to ensure easy access to potable water island-wide and provide sewage services for a cleaner environment. DOWASCO is your water and sewage company.
Thanks for staying with us. Honorable Prime Minister and Minister for Finance Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit has revealed that he will once again go on tour to continue promoting Dominica's Citizenship by Investment program. Prime Minister Skerrit divulged this on Monday at a signing ceremony for 3 major developments under the program.
I'll have the opportunity to continue promoting these projects and the program. Later this year, we have a very hectic schedule. We'll be doing about 4 or 5 countries in maybe 4 or 5 days promoting this program. Because as the Minister of Finance, I understand and appreciate the importance of this program to the country and the country's well-being at this time. And at the end of the day, it is something that benefits all of us, and therefore we must all take a very keen interest in its continued success.
As major investments continue to be approved under the program, Prime Minister Skerrit foresees that the landscape of the country will be transformed for the better over the next few years. He insists that government has, however, impressed upon developers to preserve the integrity of Dominica's environment and ecosystem. Prime Minister Skerrit said his government is also keen on limiting the number of projects which will be approved under the program. He said before projects can be approved, developers must present a clear sign of sustainability.
I do not believe in quantity, I believe in quality. And we have to ensure that we do not encourage or accept a long list of projects. We should, as we've been doing, accepting projects we believe that are sustainable, as the acting minister for economic planning has said, that are sustainable and that can meet the test of any scrutiny in terms of its ability to get off the ground, to commence and to be completed and to be sustained over an extended period of time. So it's a matter that we're saying, look, we have to be careful as to how many projects we allow to be approved or considered by the government. And therefore, projects have to be of a serious nature.
Honorable Dr. Skerrit praised the work of the CBI unit for its diligence in maintaining the integrity of the process to bring CBI projects into fruition. On Monday, contracts were signed for the development of Bois-Cotlet Estates, Silver Beach Resort and Jungle Bay Resort and Spa. Dominica will see the commencement of all these projects in 2017. British Navy ship the Royal Fleet Auxiliary Wave Knight docks at the Roseau cruise ship berth on Monday for a 3-day visit to Dominica. The visit of the British Navy ship is a year-round commitment by the British government to the Caribbean region in support of humanitarian aid and disaster relief, as well as counter-narcotics operations. His Excellency the President of Dominica, Charles Savre, and Mrs. Savre, Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs, Senator Francine Barron, Honorable Minister for Public Works, Senator Miriam Blanchard, as well as the Cuban and Chinese ambassadors were among those who welcomed the ship to Dominica. The visit of the Royal Fleet Auxiliary Wave Knight, 1 year since its sister ship Royal Fleet Auxiliary Lime Bay offered extensive humanitarian assistance to Dominica in the aftermath of Tropical Storm Erica. His Excellency Colin Dick is Deputy British High Commissioner resident in Bridgetown, Barbados.
RFA Line Bay visited this time last year. It was in the region already, but we were able to reroute the ship to come to Dominica to help in that immediate aftermath of the crisis. They came, I think, for 6 days in the end. They provided some technical expertise. They provided some goods. They had a whole array of emergency stores on board that were used as well, and they were able practically to get out and about on the ground and help local people in those communities that were particularly hard hit to get them back in their houses and to get the roads clear and for the basic functions of the island to start operating again. And I remember speaking to some of the guys at the time actually, and they said that for them it was a hugely rewarding experience.
He says he is impressed with the work done by government to restore the island in a relatively short space of time. The British High Commission also noted the British government's action to strengthen the infrastructure of the Caribbean region. The region will soon benefit from a $300 million grant from the British government to assist in that regard.
This fund was announced in the wake of the tropical storm last year, and really with the intention of us trying to focus on some of the longer term challenges that the Caribbean face. I think it's very easy for Britain and for other countries to help in the immediate aftermath of a crisis, but then much more difficult to add longer term value. So that's the intention of this fund.
Government has already earmarked part of this fund to restore the Lubia-Bagatelle Road. The deployment of the Navy ship in the region will also assist in the fight against drug trafficking. The ship is 2 months into a 7th-month deployment to the Caribbean region. Meantime, 3 Dominican nationals will benefit from a British scheme to award scholarships to pursue master's degree programs in British universities. The candidates were chosen from thousands of applicants across the Caribbean. Deputy British High Commissioner His Excellency Colin Dick informed that the scholars beat very tough competition.
This is a British government sponsored scheme to take young people from across the Caribbean back to the UK to study at a master's level. Previously, when I joined our High Commission, 3 years ago, we offered 3 scholarships across the Caribbean. We now offer 18. And one of the reasons that we do that is the quality of the participants that we've been getting from the Caribbean has been very high. Unlike some schemes as well, it's a scheme which is very much focused on teaching young nationals practical skills that they bring back to their home countries. The intention is not for them to go off and earn money living and working in London. It's to bring those skill sets back here. So I think, and I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think the last time we sent scholars from Dominica was in 2007. And we have 3 scholars going this year.
Fernelia Felix, a lawyer by profession, will pursue a master's degree in human rights.
I'm quite interested in human rights, focusing on the rights of children and women, especially considering the situation that we have in Dominica with the sexual offenses against minors, and it has been on an increase. So I am hoping that my degree will help me to bring a little more, I don't want to use the wrong word. I shouldn't say spotlight, but just to highlight the problems that we're having with our minors, and maybe in helping to influence policies that will better protect our youths.
Charissa Anselm just completed a Master's of Philosophy in Biochemistry at Cave Hill. She will pursue a master's degree in Biomaterials and Tissue Engineering.
What I would like to see for the region and Dominica, hopefully we can be at the forefront of it, really is the establishment of a biotechnological industry, and really going to research when it comes to these issues. So generally I would like to focus when it comes to stem cell research, regenerative medicine, where we can really solve problems when it comes to medical issues, and when it comes to organ transplant, for instance, we have limited number, finite number of organs that we can transplant, either deceased or from live donors, and if we really engineer engineers are really the ones who can alleviate permanently these sort of issues. So that's why I've decided to make it my life's work.
Oscar George, an economist by training, will pursue his master's in economic development and policy analysis.
We are a small island, we're a small developing states, and I think that the only way we can become sustainable in the future is by developing ourselves, developing our industries, especially our productive sectors. I think these are all things we need to do, and human capital development is also critical. And with that said, I would like to thank Chevron, for seeing it fit for investing in us, in the region. It's something that will go a very long way, developing our small island states, and I second development as a transformer of our economies in this region.
The Deputy British High Commissioner says there is more to come for Dominica in the near future. You're watching National Focus, more when we return.
Let's have some fun, eh?
I'm not ready for your kind of fun yet.
But everybody else is doing it.
But I'm not everybody else. I'm me, and I want to do well in school.
Well, you definitely get an A for attitude.
I plan to get an A in life, and then I'll think of your kind of fun.
So what am I to do in the meantime?
You'll survive.
Say no when you're not ready.
Welcome back. The Customs Division will soon be upgrading its systems, according to Comptroller of Customs Roderick Deschamps. Speaking at an official opening ceremony on Monday for the training program geared at enhancing Dominica's trading environment and export capacity, he revealed that the Customs Division will soon be upgrading its systems to the newest version of Asikuda World. This is a customs software which is today the core component of comprehensive integrated customs information systems in more than 80 countries.
The benefits of this newest version includes, among others, improving the overall speed of uploading documents, enhancing the security of the confidential customs data as mandated by the Customs Act, and importantly, the updating of various e-documents, making them more user-friendly. I also embrace this consultancy as an opportunity to review the Asikuda World Procedure Manuals, ensuring that the necessary amendments are reflected and to sensitize customs staff, customs brokers, and tariff clerks of any changes brought through the upgrade. A team of UNCTAD is expected to be on island next month for 2 weeks, during which time they will analyze and ensure that the Asikuda system is operating at its maximum potential and make necessary recommendations for improvements where necessary.
A major tourist route undergoing rehabilitation in the Kalinago territory is scheduled to be completed by the cruise season. Earlier this year, GIS News visited the Kalinago territory to capture ongoing rehabilitation. At that time, work had begun on the Horseback Ridge Road. Honorable Minister for Kalinago Affairs, Cassius Daru, gave some updated information on the progress of the project.
As we speak, we are spending $190,000 on this road, and I must say that the people of the Badaga community, they are very happy that after quite a while, they are now seeing works. I think we have started about 2 or 3 months ago. The worst part of the road have been fixed. It's motorable now, and currently they are working on the village section of the road, because that's the most terrible part of the road. However, while some people are spreading the rumors that the road will not be completed, I need to reassure the public that the entire Horseback Ridge Road will be completed with the amount of works that we are doing.
Honorable Daru credited the Honorable Minister for Public Works, Senator Miriam Blanchard, for her cooperation with him in that regard.
Let me take the opportunity to thank the Minister of Public Works, who is very friendly also to the Kalinago people, that whenever I would go to her, tell her, Madam Minister, I need some tariffs from my road, then she would tell me, make your request, and she would approve it. And we are getting tariffs from the Public Works, basically free. We just have to pay for our transportation. And we are hoping that this road will be completed very soon, since it's serves part of our tourism products that we present to the public.
The Goodwill Primary School has received the facelift, compliments the Royal Army Engineers. On Monday, the Royal Fleet Auxiliary Wave Night made a 3-day visit to Dominica. While on island, the Royal Army Engineers volunteered to paint 2 classrooms at the Goodwill Primary School. Jay Bex is one of the Royal Army Engineers.
We come along and carry out any community work that needs doing, so we've been asked by Mrs. Daly, the principal of the school, to come down and help out. So we're going to be doing lots of sort of community painting works. The jobs we're doing today, as you can see, we've got guys here doing painting the floor, because the floor is very worn out, so we're going to do in 2 classrooms we do the floor. We've got where the sign is on the entry to the primary school itself. We're going to be doing repainting that, and then the wall all the way along the front, we're going to paint that, and then there's some pillars over by the toilets which are also being painted.
Principal of the Goodwill Primary School, Elizabeth Daly, thanked the engineers on behalf of staff and students.
Today we are so grateful to have the Army Commandos here with us. There are some areas which needed to be painted, and we are really indebted to them for this gesture.
A promise made by the Honorable Minister for Kalinago Affairs, Cassius Daru, in June for single occupancy housing for elderly people in his constituency will be realized by the end of September. In an interview with GIS News on Friday, Honorable Daru admitted that the housing stocks in the Kalinago territory are seriously in need of enhancement, which the government is tackling head-on. Last year, the Korean government provided funding in the amount of $100,000 for people mostly over the age of 70.
Upon investigating most of these homes, they are in a deplorable state, and it wouldn't make sense really to do any renovation on those homes. So what we decided to do as a ministry is to do something totally new. I believe, if my memory serves me right, the structures will be 18 by 20 with all amenities. So it is going to help these people significantly, because most of them, they are living alone and their homes is not in a state where we can even say it's their mother's home. And more importantly, most of these individuals, they are 70 years and over. I mean, their livelihood will be better. They will have a greater sense of real community appreciation after we can construct these homes.
During a visit to the Kalinago territory in June, the minister had revealed that materials for the project would come from 2 hardware businesses in Portsmouth, and that furniture and storage would be built by young people in the community.
As of next week, we will have people working on the foundation, and we are partnering with Agos to do the concrete work, so they will be coming up to the Kalinago territory to do the concrete works with us in the community. And within a few weeks, let's say by month end at least, we should be completing 6 of those homes. We have some guys trained. We have 15 of them who are trained to do furniture and of course carpentry work. So they will prefabricate those structures and we will take them on site and put them up.
Representatives from the Korean government will be visiting the island this week. There, a symbolic handing-over ceremony will be held. By the end of September, at least 6 homes will be completed. And that's the English segment of the news. McPherson St. Luce is up next with Creole highlights.
Alors tout le monde, bienvenue à cette nouvelle en Creole. Non, moi, c'est McPherson St. Luce. Premièrement, le gouvernement Dominique signé contrat pour 3 gros projets de développement hôtel qui ont participé en bas Citizenship by Investment Program. Contrat si en cas l'État lundi et puis officier qui a représenté bois côtelette pour développement l'occasion sans là en Soufouyen, I Holding pour Jungle Bay Resort en Soufouyen et puis Oriental Developers pour développement Silver Beach Resort en Picaguantas. Quand même si le Premier ministre Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit, il y a autant confiance que ces développeurs là qui travaillent bas de ces locations en bas conditions qu'il y a un contrat là. Honorable Skerrit aussi fait parole que ce développement c'est committement gouvernement établi en fondation pour développement pays. En même temps, acting minister planning, Honorable Senator Francine Baron, qui a bien complimenté le gouvernement pour vision, faire introduction real estate à citizenship by investment program. À la nouvelle, le gouvernement Dominique a supporté l'activité Simen Kalinago. Parole ça la sortie du ministre Kalinago, Honorable Cassius Darrow. Activité qui commençait à le 16 septembre l'année là.
Le gouvernement a différents ministres qui ont aidé nous. Par exemple, le ministère des Affaires agriculture a aidé nous en journée là, il y a toute pression ça nous a demandé pour toute qualité de pression. Ça nous a caché les comptes. Et ça nous fait notre communauté Kalinago, c'est pour nous ni pour ça préparer ces bagages là en différentes manières pour présenter pour le public là. Notre gouvernement même pour le ministère des Finances, il y a aussi qui a fait une grosse contribution pour Kalinago. Parce que moi ça dit que le gouvernement ça là a vraiment supporté ça mon Kalinago a fait. Et ils sont vraiment intéressés au développement de Kalinago. Parce que, vous savez, le gouvernement a venu, nous a dit bagaille, nous a dit nous faire ci, nous faire ça, mais vraiment, il n'y a pas fait. Mais nous, le gouvernement, nous a dit, c'est nous qui nous fait un bagaille, nous avons vraiment fait.
Le gouvernement a aussi changé notre territoire pour Kalinago.
Nous, notre gouvernement, premièrement, nous dit nous avons changé notre Kwaïb pour Kalinago, ça nous déjà fait. Nous aussi nous avons établi un fonds pour faire des affaires small business à Kalinago territory. L'argent ça là fait comment dire $500,000. L'argent ça là et nous espérons que peut-être un mois ça là, mon Kalinago va commencer à payer l'argent ça là pour établir petit business community.
À la nouvelle, le ministre a continué le traitement pour aider le public là contre NCDs, ça c'est maladie complicado. Parole celle-là sortie de permanent secrétaire ministre Santé Helen Roy pendant un workshop qui était tenu en Dominique pour mettre attention à ces mauvaises maladies.
Nous voulons espérer pour voir faire, c'est tout nos crânes, tout petit village Dominique, nous connaissons ces gens là, ça train monde pour eux même ça point care. Et puis, ça qui est nous plus bon résultat, nous pouvons gagner tous ces problèmes-là, nous là. Et puis, nous pouvons continuer, le gouvernement déjà mettre un paquet de bagages en place. Comme on dit, j'ai un budget là, où le gouvernement, même depuis l'année passée, le gouvernement déjà mis des taxes pour décourager les gens. Et puis, bagages doux, bitin, sick, bagages comme ça. Le gouvernement aussi déjà mis des taxes sur les bagages contre le tobacco. So, le gouvernement a supporté. Et puis l'année ça là c'est encore ouvert, le gouvernement veut plus l'argent pour aider le National Health Insurance. So tout ça le gouvernement a fait, tout ça nous-mêmes avons travaillé implémenter. Mais ça nous a dit qui est plus important, c'est pour tout le monde même qui est malade de PNCDs, ça c'est chronic diseases et puis famille pour eux même point responsabilité pour aider nous aider.
Messieurs, mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nouvelle Creole pour à présent. Non moins c'est McPherson Luce. Au revoir.
Children, yell and tell. If someone tries to abuse you, tell until someone believes you and they do something about it.
For more information on child abuse or to report suspected cases on child abuse, contact the Social Welfare Division on 33 Great Marlborough Street or call 266-3020 or 266-3080.
Reduce, don't eliminate certain foods. Most people eat for pleasure as well as nutrition. If your favorite foods are high in fat, salt or sugar, the key is moderating how much of these foods you eat and how often you eat them. That's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow our Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. Live streaming is also available on our YouTube channel 24 hours a day. From all of us here on the GIS News Production team, I'm Shaakira Pierre. Thanks for watching and join us again next time on National Focus.